Let's get to the shoulder harness. You think it's affecting him? And then, what do you do moving forward if you're the Browns?
I think the shoulder harness is certainly bothering him. I mean, you watch all these games on television. It seems like all the other analysts you hear from like Troy Aikman to Tony Romo, I think Trent Greenham might mention this. The harness has to be affecting him because ideally in your throwing mechanics, you want to use your left arm to help out your right arm to create balance, and then your feet kind of help with the rest of that. If your arm movement is already impeded by a shoulder harness, which is limiting that mobility, your mechanics are just not going to be good. There's no way around it. And I mean, Mayfield needs that shoulder harness right now to play because let's not forget, still got a fully torn labrum in his left shoulder. And he's had that for almost 4 months now. Like, we're already at the end of December. This is a week 2 injury that's still impacting him. I think that's going to impact him until he has surgery, which is why I've said, if you're going to shut him down, he probably needs to have the surgery, and it's not a 1 week shutdown. It has to be months and months for him to shut down. You probably don't have him the season, which is why I think the Browns have tried to see if he could play his way through it. And you see just the amount of struggles he has. And then the lower body injuries he's had certainly have disrupted his footwork and his mechanics. But in spite of all this stuff that's going on with Baker, all the outside noise about the Browns need to get rid of him to move on with him, I don't think they should. I mean, you still can technically have 2 years left to control. You have the 5th-year option. You could franchise him in year 6. We've seen what a healthy Baker can do. This is not a healthy Baker out there right now. He's not going to be healthy. He was never going to be healthy once he hurt his shoulder. That just wasn't going to happen. So the key, I think, is you got to get him healthy. And I think he needs to be able to work in the offseason with a quarterback's coach out there to help to continue to refine his footwork, help refine his progressions, because those are things I think he can work on while his left shoulder and the rest of his body heal up. But by no means do I think the Browns should give up on Baker Mayfield. I think he's shown way too much potential, way too much talent for them to just, after one bad season with these kind of injuries, to just give up on him. I think that would be a foolish mistake.